Coming up on Good Morning Wilmington Live, Director of Delaware State Housing Authority, Eugene Young, is back on the plaza to talk about the rental assistance program available to renters in the First State. Radio personality and motivational speaker, Ollie Tansimore stops by to talk about the Etherine Tansimore Scholarship that supports high school seniors interested in the medical field. Plus, King of Oldies, Chef Ali Hackett stops by the plaza to talk about his cooking show, Salt, Pepper, and Memories. Be sure to tune in Monday, August 29th at 10 a.m. right here on DETV.
Morning, Wilmington. What's going on? I'm your main man, Big Eye, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, Mr. Positivity. It's Monday, August 29th, and I am here with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza. Good morning, Wilmington, and good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Vincenza. How are you?
I'm well. I'm wonderful, actually.
Okay, all right. What
Last week of August.
Oh, good God.
And what makes ask your question.
I was going to ask you what makes it wonderful.
That I am able to be here on set every single week, along with you,
right,
to be able to showcase capeless heroes, which leads me into what today is, National Heroes Day.
Yes.
Yes.
Capeless heroes.
Yes. You dubbed that line. It was you that created that line. And for those of you who don't know or are just tuning in for Good Morning Wilmington, Ivan always dubs the line Capeless Heroes because of all the amazing, influential, and inspirational people that we have on the show. So I love it. I love it. I gravitated towards it. So now every time we do have the opportunity to interview Capeless Heroes, we love to make sure we give them a platform to speak on. So my question to you, Ivan, is who is your hero?
It would have to be my little ray of sunshine, Madison. Where's she at? Maddie, come here, Maddie. I always got to bring my baby because my baby,
she's on set today.
Maddie was born 1 pound 3 ounces, 4.5 months early. Come here, right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle.
And she is the reason that I picked up the camera. And who would have ever thought the day of picking up the camera 9 years ago, we would be here right now in the plaza doing what we do. Love you, babe. All right, get going. Peace. Get out of here.
Yes, we love Maddie, and I love that she is your inspiration, and you do always mention her, that she is what gives you the motivation to be here, do what you're doing at DETV, and continuing to move forward. And I love that. And I love that she's always a part of it too.
I'm a girl dad all day long. The hashtag girl dad.
I love that. Well, I'm Daddy's little girl.
Oh, I know that.
I know you know. And since we're talking about National Heroes Day, I thought about this one, but it was a no-brainer for me. To me, someone asking me who's my hero, I would say my hero is my dad. And I've been saying that for many years now, since opening the restaurant and taking on the new chapter in my life. And I always go back to him for advice. He is my mentor, and I'm very, very lucky that I have such a wonderful relationship. So shout out to Dad. I know he's watching, along with Mom, so thank you.
Oh, you know what?
Yes.
I love your dad. Your dad is, and
Thank you.
I'm going to need you on that cooking show, bro. All right, I'm going to let you know that now officially. I'm going to need that Italian cooking, that egg, I'm some of the eggplant. I'm going to need that, bro. All right? And I love your mom, too. Your mom is awesome.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. And they love you, too. And they love what we're doing here at DETV, because not only do we get to feature Capeless Heroes, but we give them an opportunity to shine. Right. So I have to leave everyone with this quote before we transition to showcasing our Capeless Heroes, because it really resonated with me, and I hope that it will inspire those that are watching. A true hero isn't measured by the size of their strength, but by the size of their heart.
There you go.
And I thought that resonated with me today, this morning when I woke up, and I thought about, wow, National Heroes Day. Let's make this something special. So let's talk about our Capeless Heroes.
I love it.
That we have on the show today.
Okay.
And that they're doing some amazing things in the community, but also continuing to inspire others, but also making a difference. So we have Eugene Young, the director of the Delaware State Housing Authority. He's here on set with us. Again, so glad to have Eugene Young back on set for Good Morning Wilmington. We also have Ollie Tansimore, radio personality and host of OT radio show and humanitarian. Very excited to chat with Ollie about what he's doing in honor of his mother. Really love that.
Love
story.
that.
Yes.
Loved it, love it, love it.
And then last but not least, we have Chef Ali Hackett, the king of oldies.
See, that's what I like to hear.
Oh, yes.
My daddy was an oldies guy, so.
My dad's still an oldies guy.
Yeah.
But very excited to have all three of them on the show today.
Yeah.
But before we go any further, let's talk about this weekend. If I'm correct, I believe you attended the Delaware Burger Battle.
Yeah, Maddie and I went to the Delaware Burger Battle.
How was that?
Shout out to Leanne. It was Leanne Cross. It was awesome. I mean, 2 years, they had a sabbatical for 2 years, but they came back like really strong.
Julianne.
You know? Julianne,
right?
absolutely.
I was like, Julianne.
Julianne Cross, excuse me. She did her thing along with her team. I went in 2019 for the first time and was like blown away.
Okay.
I went this weekend, it was even better. So it just keeps getting better and better. I think we have some footage of the Delaware Burger Battle. Do we have footage of it? Do we have footage of it? Is it playing? Nope. No. Okay. Well, anyway, click the link. It is playing. All right. So yeah, everyone was there.
Seems like it was a nice turnout, and you were able to bring Maddie, right?
Oh yeah, Maddie and I actually had a great time. And when Maddie wanted to try every burger in the place, right? And they gave her this burger. Like Chelsea's gave her a whole big 18-pound burger. It was ridiculous.
Oh,
It
wow.
was, and you like it was sick.
And it was the 9th annual. The 9th annual Delaware Burger Battle. It seems like there was a lot of people there. You had nice weather. Can't ask for anything better than that when you have nice weather.
Right.
But also the fact that everybody was able to come together and continue this tradition, because now it's a tradition in Delaware, and I know Julianne very well. She's a socialite, and she's a personality, and I love her so much, and I love that she is the leader of this event, because you know it's going to be a fun event.
Her events be like flawless. Like if there was
surprise me.
we need to give her a Capeless Hero Award. As a matter of fact, I need that award, man. I mean, I'm like someone just like posing like this, right? With no cape, or like half a cape.
Half
no
a cape.
No cape.
You know, just to honor our Capeless heroes, we always like to mention that, and I think Julianne is one that we need to, actually we should have her on the show.
Yeah.
We should have her on the show to talk about the Delaware Burger Battle and any other events that she has coming up next. But I noticed that did you have a chance to try any of the burgers?
Oh yes, I did.
Did you have a favorite?
My favorite would have to be, you know, what was the guy at the today's media best of the barbecue guy in the back. He had this guy.
The food truck in the back, right?
The food truck in the back.
Oh,
what was his name?
It's escaping me.
Uncle John's.
Uncle John's.
Uncle
Okay,
John's. He so I tried his burger. He had and if you look at the video, go back and look at the video at the very beginning. He had a peach whiskey burger.
That sounds good.
And he was just throwing the whiskey on it while he was cooking, and people in the back were like so amazing. The flames was going up. And there's one guy said, "Yo, that is some great whiskey to cook with." And the burger was the peaches were amazing.
That
on top
sounds
of the burger.
delicious.
Yeah. So he was one of my
delicious.
favorites. He was one of my favorites.
Oh, good. I've never actually, I don't think I've attended the Burger Battle before. I don't think I have in the 9 years that they've been doing it. Obviously, they had a break because of COVID, but I don't think I've had the opportunity to attend. But I know so many people that enjoy the event. I mean, if you love eating burgers, that's the place to be because you're getting the best of the best. But I'm sure next year it's going to continue to grow.
God, yes. Yeah. And 100% of the money go to charity.
See?
So
all for a good cause. So that's perfect. Well, I'm so glad that it was a success, and we have to make sure we get Julianne on the show to talk about future events and also upcoming Delaware Burger Battles. So, all right, well, we need to take a quick break.
And I'll tell you what, if you are struggling with paying your rent, Eugene Young is up next to talk about their rental assistance program that will help you in the time of need. Man, I think they're doing an awesome job over in his office, man. Awesome job. All right, we taking a break? Are we going to break? I guess we're going to break. All right, we'll be right back with Eugene Young. Good morning, Wilmington.
Coming up on the Plaza, DSHA's Director Eugene Young.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Every issue that you care about.
Every issue that I care about.
And every issue that affects our daily lives is impacted by one simple action.
A vote. As the Delaware Voting Rights Coalition,
We stand ready to protect and expand access to voting.
Because our communities deserve a democracy that works for all of us.
learn more and join us at aclu-de.org/DVRC.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
All right, first up on the plaza this morning is no stranger to Delawareans on DETV. He always has something amazing going on to help the residents of this great state. We have the director, Eugene Young, and he is here with us. Talk to us, Eugene.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. DSHA.
I am thankful to be here as always.
Yes.
This is always, I feel like this is family. Like, and then after we spoke last time, I realized I actually know your family.
Yes.
But like, this is
right.
This is So I'm truly thankful. Just wanted to talk about some of the programs that we have.
Okay.
And some of the things that we're doing. If that's all right with you.
No, it's good, and thanks for coming back. So we have. Let's hop right into it.
Okay.
We have two programs we want to talk about. One, rental assistance, and two, mortgage. Right.
Yes.
Let's go. Just start with the rental assistance.
So the rental assistance program we've gotten out now. The numbers even jumped since our previous conversation. So we've gotten out around $100 million to the residents of the state, around 16,000 households impacted, right? We've been able to do a variety of good work, help stabilize families, lower the eviction rate, keep people in their homes. We are going to make a little change to the program as we move forward. We have the U.S. Treasury, who actually sends us the money, essentially.
Right.
We're just the conduit. We disperse the funds out throughout the state, but it comes from the Treasury. They've made some changes.
Right.
And so because they've made changes, we have to make changes. So we're going to pause the portal, essentially.
Okay.
Not stop.
Not stop.
Not stop.
You're still going to be able to apply. Thank you for bringing it out. We will not be stopping. Right?
Okay.
So we'll provide in September 6th, we're going to put a pause, hit the pause button. Start implementing the changes that they are requiring us to do.
Okay.
As we move forward. Then what we're going to do is open it back up around the first weekish of October.
Okay.
So it's not a forever thing. We just need to make some changes.
Understood.
And also we need to make sure that, we're able to extend the money a little longer to impact some of the families.
Right.
We want to bring some of the requirements down so that we're able to help those who are like at most in need.
How many families do you expect to help? DSHA expects to help during this program?
Oh God, we've already impacted over 15,000, and I believe $100 million, over $100 million out the door. We will probably get somewhere. It won't be another 15,000 as we move forward, but I can say probably 2, 3 to 4 to 5,000. It will be in the thousands, certainly in the thousands mark. To help more families, help more households. And this is not just, oftentimes people say, it primarily helps people out in the city of Wilmington or Newcastle County. not the case at all. This is a statewide program. We have people all the way down in Selbyville to as far north as Claymont, all being a part of being able to take advantage of this program to keep people in their homes.
That's the thing, to keep people in their homes.
With rent escalating the way it is, and this is not just like a Delaware thing, it's a national thing, right?
It is.
And so with rent escalating the way it is, the worst thing we want, and this goes even to our mortgage program, the worst thing we want is for people to be out on the street.
Right.
Because it's not, if it was 15 years ago and you get evicted from a home, you can at least find another place. But right now, it's so hard to find another space available because how tight it is, the rental market is. We have people, and this talks about the goodness of the state, we have people from New York, Pennsylvania, Jersey, Maryland, DC, coming here by the droves to live here.
Right.
And so essentially with this influx of so many people, especially in Sussex County, you have a lot of people moving in, but also we have to keep up as a state with just the housing and making sure that's available. So we're doing all that we can on the rental assistance side, on the mortgage assistance side, to keep people in their homes so they're not impacted once they get out into this market.
Right, right. Now, Eugene, I know you've been on Good Morning Wilmington before, but for some of the viewers that are just tuning in for the first time, as the director of Delaware State Housing Authority, could you share with our viewers, how long you've been a part of the business and, why you're here, and just kind of give them a little bit of a foundation as we continue the conversation.
Thank you so much for that. So I've been in this office now for over a year. When I came in, there was a variety of different issue areas to focus in on, right? We had to stabilize our rental assistance program a little bit. We didn't have this version of the mortgage assistance program, but Delaware State Housing Authority does a variety of things outside of these programs to focus on development, helping more affordable and quality units throughout our state. So we help up and down the state to work with developers and nonprofit affordable housing providers as well, just to get more quality units available to the people of Delaware. That essentially is my goal. My goal is to make sure we get more units available. We have a deficit of thousands of units for our state right now. And I'm talking over like 15,000 units we have a deficit of through, I believe it's the National Low Income Housing Coalition. Says that we're around 15 to 18,000 deficit of units for our state. So not saying we're going to get there overnight, but it's my job and it's our job as an agency to focus in on how do we make sure that we're working with developers, we're working with market rate and also nonprofit affordable housing providers to develop more properties, to get more units available for the people of this state. And so that's our main focus. We just happen to do these two pieces of mortgage assistance and rental assistance because of the time of COVID and so on and so forth. So we're just in this hybrid kind of situation right now.
So there's two things that in this space that people look for. That's impact and that's sustainability.
Absolutely.
What are your hopes at DSHA for after your office helps get people on their feet? What's the plan there?
So the primary focus is is to get you in the house that you're able to be stabilized in, and then also for those who want to purchase their home. We're a housing finance agency, so we actually provide loans, we work with lenders, and so we're able to help families purchase that first-time home buyer, and we're able to give you down payment assistance, we're able to help you with different tax credit programs, things that can be helpful, and I can come back and talk to you about that aspect of the program as well. But our goal is to make sure you're stabilizing the best quality, affordable housing for you and your family. Point blank, period. That's what we focus on.
Love it.
Yeah.
Now let's tap dance on the other side. Mortgage program.
Mortgage assistance. So we have our mortgage assistance program. We launched a couple months ago. We've already gotten out right when we were speaking last time. We had launched the program. We've gotten out already $1 million, approximately $1 million. We have been able to help a variety of families. Our mortgage assistance program allows families to end up qualifying for up to $40,000 in assistance.
Wow.
So it could be $30,000 that actually go to kind of like refinance your loan to kind of lower your payment. And that's for more of like those who've been impacted from COVID from a long-standing perspective. I'll give an example. I have a woman from Kent County, and she lost her husband. She's over 70 years old, lost her husband, and she no longer has that income anymore, right? And so that income is kind of forever gone. And so it's rough enough dealing with the loss of a family member or a husband, a life partner, but the fact that now you're influx about the housing in which you live. And so what we can do is we can work to provide, work with her loan servicer to lower the monthly payment so that it's more affordable for her using that $30,000. Then you have other people that said, look, because of COVID, I was out of work for about 4 months or 5 months, and I'm just behind these 5 months and I can't catch up, right? So we can provide a loan of, a grant of up to $10,000 for that. So if you need the $10,000 that can just help you for the right now, or if you need the $30,000 that can help on the longer scale, we're able to provide those funds for you. And it also helps with water and sewer and other taxes that may be applicable. So this is a great program for people to take advantage of. You just have to have had, an issue that has occurred, be able to show an issue that's occurred after 2020, January 2020. And that is kind of where it all comes
Now, all of this information can be, I guess you would say they can look this information up on the website just to see if they qualify. Just like you said, you have to be able to document.
Correct.
Up to 2020, you said.
I believe it is demortgagehelp.com. I'm looking to the side. Yes, it is. All right, demortgagehelp.com.
Look, I was looking too.
I was looking. We're all looking to the side. But yes,
that's
demortgagehelp.com to get all the facts, the FAQs about everything. Any questions, any thoughts you may have, and then you can reach out to us. We get tons of calls, but I'd rather have tons of calls of people asking, quality questions that are going to be able to help them. So please feel free to reach out via email or give us a call.
And if people need help regarding the rental project or the rental program, they can go to DECOVIDHousingHelp.com.
There it is.
Okay, I know we're giving everyone a bunch of information right now, but this is very important because people after the last appearance here on DETV, my phone was ringing off the hook. You know what I mean? Because people had a lot of questions and a lot of concerns like, hey, is it too late, or how do I get help? Because COVID, it hit everyone for a loop.
Absolutely, and that's a really good point. So DECOVIDHousingHelp.com for the rental assistance side, and please reach out. And then also we have 15, if you go on the website, we have 15 community navigators up and down the state.
Wow.
So even if you have an issue of, like, if you have other questions where, I'm the kind of person, I'll be honest, like I'll give an example. My wife and I are very different. My wife is someone that doesn't really need to speak with someone. She just goes online, shoot an email. That's her style. Me, I need to be face to face with you. I need to ask the question straight to your face. I need to see your eyes and so on and so forth. And so if you need to come in, if you're behind in your rent and you want to apply, before we put this pause in, go online, find one of the community navigating resource centers that we have. You can meet with someone that can give you the information and talk you through the process. We don't want anyone to be left behind.
I know that's right.
That is our goal.
And I like that you're giving multiple avenues to communicate.
Absolutely.
With the Delaware State Housing Authority, not just through email. Now you can come in person.
Absolutely.
It's not even though we all are tech savvy, not everyone is
everybody,
tech savvy.
And
maybe they their cell phone is not, I know for a fact that, my parents are not as tech savvy as I am. So just getting online to email is sometimes hard. So there's nothing like picking up the phone and call or making an appointment to come in and talk.
Absolutely.
I love face to face. So I don't know if we call it old school now, but I love the face to face
We're all
interaction.
old school then. Let us all be old school.
But I do appreciate your examples you gave, as far as situations, because every situation is unique for someone, a family or an individual. So I'm sure that once you hear the story or you hear someone's situation, you're able to navigate that in the best way that's fit for them. So, well, we're almost out of time, so we want you to take this time to look at our community camera. Yes, and just share with our viewers how they can again contact you, find out this information, and It is
Basically,
all yours.
wrap this show, wrap your segment
my
up
segment
in
up
30 seconds.
In 30 seconds. So, long story very short, I wanted to say thank you to Vicenzia, Ivan for having me. They're very color coordinated. I told them when they came in. Second thing, I just want to say, one is, please reach out in regards to our mortgage assistance program and our rental assistance program. Our rental assistance program is going to take a slight pause on September 6th. We'll be back up on the first weekish of October, but we're taking applications, and you can also find out about our community navigators. So our mortgage assistance program is DE Mortgage Help. That's what, DEMortgageHelp.com, and our COVID is DE COVIDHousingHelp.com. There we go. So please take a look. I wanted to thank you all for your time. Thank you for tuning in to DETV, Good Morning Wilmington. 100% positive, 200% of the time.
He gets it wrong every time.
I know I do. I tried.
It was good. It was good. That was good.
But I will never forget Eugene, because Eugene said something to me when I first started. He yoked me up. He pulled me to the side. He said, "No matter what you do, you make us look good." So again, thank you, brother.
Thank
I appreciate you.
Always good.
Promise to come back for more information.
We have a lot more to talk about. Ways that people get involved in development, new programs that we're running. We have a lot going on. I'm thankful for the work you're doing. I'm glad to be able to share and assist in any way possible.
My man.
Indeed. Thank you.
All right, Vincenzo, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
And we coming back. Who we coming back with?
Radio personality, Ali Tansimore.
There we go. Let's go.
Stay tuned. Ali Tansimore is coming up next.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Storman's Classic Hall of Fame inductees have just reached here. We're going to induct 100 people, and all the conversation around the state is going to come to a halt because we're going to induct 100 guys and girls on September the 29th at the Chase Center at 6 p.m. Be there. Also, most of these folks participated in Storman's Turkey Drive. It always happens the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Be there, Storman's Classic 100 Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm ready. Woo!
As soon as I got here, I just felt the warm embrace of the community, man. Like, what y'all got going on is wonderful. And no wonder y'all called the work group, because y'all putting that work in. For real, seriously, y'all getting the work done.
We are committed to creating the best Riverside we can with the community, for the community.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Hey, good morning, Wilmington. What's up? It's your main man, Big Ive, and I'm here again with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza.
What's up, man? How are you, babe?
I'm wonderful.
I'm freaking out. I done went back to the whole opening.
That's all right. That's all right. Sometimes we gotta keep it going and keep it moving.
Right.
But we always like to share with everyone, hey, you're on set with us.
Yeah.
Good morning, Wilmington.
Yeah.
So, but we need to talk about our next guest we have on our show.
There we go.
Our next capeless hero in honor of National Heroes Day. So we have next on the plaza, nationally known radio host Ollie Tansimore and humanitarian, here to talk about the scholarship that he implemented supporting high school seniors seeking a career in the medical field.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
Yes. Oh, yes. Welcome, Ollie.
Yes, how are y'all?
I'm wonderful, wonderful.
good.
So glad to have you on the
Thank
show.
you.
Well, thank you.
So
you.
before we dive in to talk about the amazing things that you're doing for the community and why you, what inspired you to implement this scholarship, let's talk about you. Who is Ollie Tansimore?
Well, I'm a father, I'm a mentor, I'm a business owner, I'm a community advisor, motivating speaker. I'm Ollie.
Ollie, right.
Right. Right, Ollie, tell us about your radio show.
Well, my radio show was national syndicated. We've been doing it for over 13 years.
Nice.
We bring on different celebrities for our authors. We bring on business owners. We bring on people who talk about mental health, doctors, you know, because we want the community to know about a lot of things that are happening in the community and outside the community.
13 years ago, what inspired you? What interests you about radio?
Oh man, you know what? That right there is funny because I never thought I was going to get in radio because I have a degree in computer technology.
Okay.
So I never thought I was going to get in radio until one day me and a friend of mine, we was talking, and he was like, "Yo, dude, like we be talking about interesting stuff. Why don't you just try to see can you get in radio and see can you start your own radio thing?" So I started out on Blog Talk Radio.
Yes,
the internet classic.
Yeah.
The internet radio, and then everything just took off.
Yeah.
From there.
Wow, Blog Talk.
Blog Talk, man.
And that was what? That was 13 or before or prior to that?
13 years ago. That was 13 years ago.
Oh, yeah. My mom told me to stop saying damn on TV. Right?
Did she really?
Did. Called me yesterday. 13 blog. I'm just laughing because that's where I first started with Blog Talk.
Yeah, Blog Talk.
And a lot of people were being picked up from Blog Talk. Wow, you must have been doing some serious numbers.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yes, I
All
was.
right. All right. Go ahead.
May I? So, what has been your favorite interview up to this point? 'Cause you've been doing this quite some time now.
So my favorite interview was just happened about a month ago, where I had a guy on named Billy White, and he wrote a book about Vietnam, and my father's name was in the book, and they connected.
Wow.
I had them connected on, you know, the podcast and everything live, and it was amazing.
Touching, wasn't it?
Very touching, because he hadn't seen my dad since '72, and he didn't even know if my dad was living or not.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that out of every...
And that wasn't planned.
No, it wasn't planned. Out of 13 years, that was the best interview I ever had.
I understand.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was almost like it was fate that brought
it was.
that interview to you.
It was.
To talk about it.
It was, because I was just going to have him on the radio just to talk about his book.
So you found out on air?
I found out on air.
Wow.
So then I called my father up and gave him the link, and my dad was like, "Huh? Who? Billy White? Oh, I remember him." And he got on. My dad to pull over in the car because a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
I guess.
They actually took over the show. So.
Yeah, that was not your show anymore. It was senior.
Yeah.
But that's really neat. That's really, really neat and special too.
Yes.
That you were able to record that moment.
Yep.
So now that you have that forever.
Yep.
And to be able to witness that unfold without even planning that.
Yes.
That's neat.
A lot of people ask me, they ask me like, what is it about media that you enjoy, or photography or video? I said, because for a moment I get to freeze time.
Yeah.
Right? In this busy world, I can literally take a moment and freeze it forever. Yeah. And I'm just piggybacking off of what you said was, you get that moment forever.
Yes.
You know, your dad gets that moment forever. The audience gets to share on that moment. When did you realize that radio was your calling?
2011, when people just started gravitating.
Okay.
Just gravitating because of the information I was giving out. People was like, hey, you know, this is what we need in this world. We don't need a whole lot of negativity. We just need a whole lot of positivity. We need to find out what, like, different actors, you know, different actors go through mental health. And we talk about that. We bring people on. And that was my calling, like, hey, community needs you. This is what we're going to do.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
So now that we spoke about dad, let's talk about mom.
Let's talk about mom.
We love talking about our
moms. Talking about moms.
Yes,
Shout out to both of our moms.
Yes.
But let's talk about your mom.
Yes.
Because I know that you're here honoring her.
Yes.
So tell us about the scholarship.
So I have a scholarship right now for any high school senior that has a 2.5 GPA that's going to study into the medical field. And the reason why the scholarship came about, because my mother was a nurse. And besides being a nurse, she did everything for the community too. So why not bring that legacy and keep it going?
Right.
Because right now it's hard for kids. Student debt is hard. First of all, I just got finished paying my student debt, so here we go. Student debt is tremendous. So why not help out kids who are actually going to school, just help them out on the day.
And every little bit counts.
Yes,
every little
bit
counts.
Yeah.
And I love that you have implemented this scholarship program, I guess you would say,
Yeah.
in honor of Mom.
Yes.
And her name is Etherine.
Yep, Etherine Tansimore.
Tansimore.
Yes.
Yes, and I love that you are doing this in her honor because of her medical background,
Yes.
from what we spoke about
Yep.
earlier, that she had a medical background.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sure that she is looking down
Yes.
and is very proud of what you're doing, honoring her legacy.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that's what it's all
Well,
about.
about, yes, it is.
Ivan and Ollie and I had a chance to just chat a little bit before the show began, and I was like, I could tell this is Mom, right? And he
Right.
goes, yes, and I said, I know exactly. I literally started speaking without researching anything, and because I wasn't able to obtain anything about Mom.
Right.
But I was able to already paint the picture, and he was
Right.
like, yep, and I said, yes,
Yep.
that's right, and that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
And we're very, very happy that we're able to give you a platform to get that message out, that
Yes.
you're offering this opportunity to
Yes.
students. So how can these students apply?
Well, they can go to board.org
Mm-hmm.
and they can apply from there, look up Etherine Tansimore. Right now we have 36 applicants.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's rising.
Wow.
Yes.
And everything counts. So our goal is to help out 10 kids. Right now we are at 2,
Right.
and we are still reaching to that goal because every year our goal is going to be 10 more.
Nice.
10 more. So,
I got you.
yep.
Wow.
Yes.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad you came on the show today.
Appreciate
Are,
it.
are you from Delaware?
I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I've been living in Delaware for the past 6 years.
Okay, all right.
So I am called a Delawarean.
You know the term
Right.
very well.
What part of Philly?
North Philly,
Okay.
in Germantown.
all right. Okay, my sister is from Germantown.
Ah,
yes,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I saw the John. I was like, you're a Philly dude. Yeah, you're a Philly boy. Okay. Well, welcome, man.
Well, thank you,
Welcome, man.
thank you, thank you. I
think
appreciate it.
It's just simply awesome what you're doing, and it just opens up just a whole another education, another avenue for young students,
Yes.
man. Wow.
Right. No, I really appreciated that you are not only just a radio personality, you're more than that. You're
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
the power of your voice to make a
Thank you.
difference.
Thank you.
But it's true. No, you've been a radio personality for a long time now,
Yes,
and
yes, I have.
you're able to use your voice to make a difference, and then also honor your mother's legacy.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how can viewers tuning in today be able to follow you or listen to your radio
Listen
show?
to the radio.
Oh, well, they could go to any IG OT Radio Show and otradioshow.com. So everything, they could just Google OT Radio Show and everything will pop up.
You ever think about doing like a TV Howard Stern type John? See that John?
I know.
Yeah, that joint. Yes, but not a Howard Stern. but
Not
yes.
a Howard Stern,
Right,
but
right.
just the look of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We need to talk.
Yes,
All
yes, sir.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just
That's
did
okay. That's
bam,
Ivan.
bam.
The light bulbs are
Right,
going
right,
off.
right.
Like,
My thing don't shut down.
This
you
show,
know?
this show.
I just want people to get dope information out, you know, and because there's a whole generation, there's a whole your side of the fence, our side of the fence, right, that are looking for great stuff,
Yes,
right?
great content, great information.
And what you got going on, especially opening up the gateways and the airways, open up the airways and gateways for people to not just be entertained or informed, but to give them access to.
Yep.
That is a huge part,
Yes,
and
sir.
I salute you for that, brother.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
wish you
y'all.
many well on that.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate y'all for having me on.
Of course. Now, Ali, before we take a quick commercial break, please let our viewers know how can they find out more information, but also if you need donations.
Yeah, so you can go to board.org, look up Etherine Tansimore. You can donate, and once again, it's tax deductible. So once you donate, you can get it back on your taxes.
Excellent.
Can't go wrong with that.
Sure
can you?
can't.
Can't go wrong with that. We'll make sure that we make a donation from DETV to your foundation, to your nonprofit, because it is one thing to give, and
one thing to get it back for your taxes.
Ali, thank you so much
thank
for coming
you.
on the show. We wish you so much luck with the scholarship
Yes,
program,
thank
and
you.
make sure that you think about us as it
yes.
continues to grow. We bring you back on the show to get the
Yes,
word out
yes,
some more, because
yes.
this is needed to support the students in
Thank you.
school. That a little bit of support goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
So
Yes,
good luck
it
with
does.
that.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
My
I
man, appreciate you for coming.
Appreciate
Thank you so
y'all.
much. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. Or do we have street break this week? We have no street break? But yo, coming up next, the interview number 3 come on the plaza. Mr. Oldies himself is
Chef
here.
Ali Hackett
Is here on the Plaza. I like saying the Plaza. We'll be right back after this commercial message. Good morning, Wilmington.
Still to come, King of Oldies, Chef Ali Hackett.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Storman's Classic Hall of Fame inductees has just reached here. We're going to induct 100 people, and all the conversation around the state is going to come to a halt because we're going to induct 100 guys and girls on September the 29th at the Chase Center at 6 p.m. Be there. Also, most of these folks participated in Storman's Turkey Drive. It always happens the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Be there, Storman's Classic 100 Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm ready. Woo!
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great, great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think. Welcome back, Vincenza. Interview number 3 on the Plaza.
And it keeps getting better and better.
That's right. If anyone has any doubt that the Oldies are still alive and well, our next guest will tell you that they are here to stay. We have the man in the building, the chef, Chef Ali Hackett. I'm gonna call you the Godfather. I'm gonna call you the man, the living legend. Thank you for coming, Chef. How are you?
Thank you guys for inviting me. This is a really, really nice privilege. Very nice privilege, and I'm humbled to be here.
The privilege is all ours, man. We get the opportunity to meet some amazing people, and now just add on to our jacket of life, people that we met. We now we got Chef Ali here.
Okay,
man. How's everything going, bro?
Everything's good. I first want to say I'm sorry for being overdressed. You know what I mean? Because you guys are very relaxed. Yeah, I'm in a shirt and tie.
You don't know, brother, let me tell you something.
No, I was just thinking, I love and I appreciate the way that you have arrived to your interview.
This is what they call old school.
Old school.
But that's all I know. You
got the hanky to match the shirt, the shirt to match the shoes, the belt to match the... See, that's Chester and Philly right there.
Go down to the socks and the shoes. You know what I mean? That's where it's done. The young boys don't know anything about that.
See, first of all, you don't got to apologize for being great, all right? You don't got to do all that. No, I get it, man. I get it.
Thank you.
And you see, I got this on because when I came in here, brother was sweating heavy.
Oh, I saw you.
I said, well, I just said hello.
I saw you.
You know? But anyway, Chef, who's Chef Ali?
Well, this started out years ago in Chester, Pennsylvania, in our row home on Paget Place.
Okay.
My mom used to have her girlfriends come over on Friday nights, and they had the fish fry, where they would drink Ballantine beer and Schlitz beer. So you know I'm going back a little bit.
Malt liquor.
Yes, I'm going back a little bit. And they would talk bad about the husbands. You know, how they wouldn't come home and, you know, the money and what have you.
Right.
My job was to come down and play the music. That's where the bug bit me. Because once they got going and that Valentine moved in on their heads a little bit, and I put on Dr. Feelgood and they do one of these numbers here, their eyes roll back in the head, or the old Lord have mercy, I had them. So that feeling bit me and it just kept me going. So I wanted to be the absolute best that I could be. Listening to Georgie Woods, Jocko Henderson, Butterball, Harvey Holiday, people like that. I wanted to be the absolute best that I could. So I started researching. I started researching the artists, where they came from, how they started, where they sang, all of the information. So when I finally got on the air, I was able to tell it with ease instead of making up lies like a lot of other jocks do.
Right.
So, and I love it. I truly, truly love it. I've been doing it for a few minutes now, and I love it. There's nothing better to me than this music.
There you go.
There was a couple of concepts. Now I could go on and on, so y'all better stop me.
No, we're very fascinated. Butterball, right? I said, and you start naming the Philly greats.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I am so honored. When Butter passed away, they came to look for me to take his place. Yes, they did. Not take his place, but fill in.
The fill in.
Yes, they came to hunt me down for me to fill in. I am so honored about that.
But Butterball Vincenzo was WDAS's like amazing DJ.
Yes.
And he played all the classics. I remember at like 8-10 years old, The Quiet Storm with Butterball.
That was Tony Brown.
Tony Brown.
Who just passed away recently.
And they had this whole lineup of just amazing DJs that we were actually dedicated to like the urban community.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Well, those are the guys that I cut my Georgie Woods. Those are the cats that I cut my teeth on. And I wanted to learn exactly what was what in this business, that I could do it. And I am one of the last living on-air personalities from that era.
Wow.
It's me and Jerry Blavitt. The only ones that are left.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not knocking anybody else, but from that era.
From that era, yeah.
We're the only ones that's on the air. There's a couple of jocks that are still living, but they're not on the air.
How was that era?
That era was off the chain. It was off the chain. I mean, for me, because that's what I grew up with. There were only a couple of concepts. Boy loves girl, girl loves boy, let's fall in love. Today, you want to bust out your windows, you want to open up an umbrella, and all of that other kind of thing. You want to twerk and that. That's not, I'm not saying it's not music, but it's not our music.
It's not your music.
We grew up when somebody looked at you and said, I love you, you knew what it meant. Today, the word love is so out there, you have no idea what it means. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's it.
It's interesting to hear your perspective and how times have changed. Now, you made such valid points.
Yeah.
How you said love. I say love to the person I just met sometimes. Oh, love ya.
Yeah.
But you would never.
It doesn't mean the same thing.
It doesn't mean the same.
And it wasn't used back then in that way.
Right.
If you said back in the day that you loved somebody, there were feelings, there were emotions that went along with that, and that person received it. Nowadays, love you, how you doing? Give me a hot dog, how you feeling? All of that goes together now.
Right.
All of that goes together.
But it's
change of the times.
But it's interesting to hear that, and I think it's important to talk about it.
I agree.
Because it's
I
important
have a portion
to
of
talk
my
about
show called The King's Corner.
Okay.
Where, like you just mentioned, The Quiet Storm. That's all it is. The last 2 hours of my show is love music. And that's in the opening that I've got a rap that I do, and I don't have it written down because I've never written anything down. It just comes to me, how we felt back in the day. Barbara Mason is probably one of my best examples. Her song, Yes, I'm Ready. Well, at that time, we were ready growing into adulthood, finding out what love and feelings and all of that kind of stuff was all about. So I say that she was one of the ones that actually started me with this thinking term, what is love? How does love feel? How does it feel when you're scared to go up and ask that girl for a dance? You know what I mean? And she turns you down when you got to walk all the way back across the room with your head down like this. You know what I mean? Those are things that we, in this age bracket, remember and are fond memories, good or bad.
Do you believe that oldies play a major part in today's music, though?
I'm glad you asked me that, because absolutely yes. Here's why. Look at some of your top movies. What do they have in them that make them come back? Look at your top commercials. In 2002, the biggest car sales in the United States was the Jaguar. Why? Because there was a commercial that came on, pitch black, and all of a sudden you heard Etta James music coming out in the background. And everybody started going in, I want that car because of the music. I want that car because of the music. Look at Dirty Dancing. Great movie. Solomon Burke has relived the Cha-Cha record all over again. The Righteous Brothers with Ghost. Okay? Same thing. All of those movies and commercials come back Look at the raisin commercial with Marvin Gaye. Heard it through the grapevine. Yeah. Everybody started buying raisins. Yeah. Right now, raisin sales went down because Marvin didn't play Marvin Gaye anymore. So everything has a turn, and then it comes back. This music will never die. It'll go away for a couple of years, maybe a half a century, whatever. But when it comes back in that full force and feeling that you remember when you first heard it.
Wow. So the statement that history repeats itself is in fact true.
It does. It is. Yes, it is. Especially with this music. Yes. Especially with this music. I'm not saying that there's not good music. Beyonce does her thing and what have you. That's all well and fine. But Beyonce sang Etta James song.
That's right. I saw that in Cadillac Records. I was like, and that's why I was really put on the Etta James.
Right.
Cadillac Records, the movie. You got to see it if you didn't see it.
Right.
Okay. Let's dip over to your radio show real quick.
Please.
Salt and Pepper Memories.
Salt, Pepper, Memories is a TV show.
I mean, the TV show.
That's okay. Salt, Pepper, Memories. It's a concept that I came up with as I spoke with you earlier. Back in the day, my mom and dad and the neighbors or whatever would go to cabarets. And the cabarets, they would get suited up, with the slick hair and the high champagne hair and all that kind of stuff. And they dragged their totes into the cabaret, which was filled with fried chicken, potato salad, and whatever, and their drinks. Yeah. Well, that's the concept that I said. It's a good time. It was always a good time. Right. Yeah. So I said, let me try to put that in a space where everybody can see it. Yeah. Everybody eats, everybody dances, and you enjoy entertainment. Put those three concepts together. I think it's a win-win. It's just a matter now, as I was telling you, of getting it to the next level so people can see it. Right. All of my artist guests love the concept. Dee Dee Sharp, Eddie Holman. I can just go on and on. The Ebonies, all of them love the concept. We've never seen nothing like this.
Yes, I was impressed by the concept as well. As soon as I found out you were coming on the show, I said, wait a second, who are we getting on the show? This guy's a big deal. Yeah. Wait a minute, he said a TV show. Wait, a TV show with live music and then they're cooking?
And dancing.
And dancing?
Yes.
This is perfect.
Yes.
So I love the concept. And how long have you been doing, or I guess you would say, how long has the show been in
Well, I've been doing the show now probably about 15 years. 15? Yeah, about 15 years. I was doing it out of Philly Cam in Philadelphia. And that's where most of the shows that you see are shot. Now we're starting to do it at this new place where I'm working here in Newcastle called The Legend. We're just trying to work out all the details because we're trying to get to the next level, if you will. Right. We've done this for a while. Now we're trying to take it up just a notch. And by the way, since we're talking about The Legend, if you don't mind, I can roll into the next thing. I do a military breakfast there every fourth Saturday morning. We just had it this past Saturday, and I want to bring these two gifts to you guys.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
It says Ali and the Legend salute you. Salute you.
Oh, appreciate you.
So we do that every fourth Saturday, and you don't have to be military. It's open to policemen. It's open to grandmoms and grandpops. Open to firemen. It's open to everybody. You're gonna eat breakfast somewhere. So
right. And you get music.
And I do my live broadcast.
There you go.
I do my live broadcast from 10 to 1 there.
Oh, see, that's neat. So they can tune in a little behind the scenes.
Yes.
If they can't make it. But I don't know if you've ever been to The Legend.
No.
I want to say The Legend has been around. It's a restaurant right on 13.
It is on 13. It used to be something else. It used to be Arnold's or something else. But it's now called The Legend. Yes,
I know
New owners have it. The gentleman's name is Oz and his wife Annie. We call her Dancing Annie because she just goes crazy when the music comes on. But the food is outstanding.
Yes.
The service is great, and it's a nice place.
Okay.
It's a very, very nice place.
Yes. It's very welcoming. It's like it's a small business.
Yes.
Family owned.
Yes.
Oz actually, I met him I want to say it was now the second time because I actually went to have lunch there one time with a friend of mine, and I met him briefly. But I was able to really get to know him because he actually visited the restaurant on Saturday.
That's awesome.
So I was able to, for him to, I thanked him first off for an owner leaving his own restaurant on a Saturday for dinner service. I thanked him. I said, "Wow, they let you out." But it was nice, and I was appreciative that he was able to just relax for a little bit and have a good meal.
He's a
and
good
I'm
guy.
so happy that he came to
He's a very good, him and Annie are good people.
The Legend is a phenomenal place. I mean, they have a great breakfast.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if you like grits.
Oh, grits.
I love grits.
I don't know any black person that don't like grits.
Okay, well, I love grits. And it's hard to find Good
grits.
Yeah.
Right.
Very hard to find around here. So they have very good grits
yes,
at
they do.
Legend.
Yes, they do.
But back
Yes, they
to
do.
what you're doing at the restaurant.
At the Legends,
yes.
it's once a month, and it is my Friday night live podcast.
Okay.
That's what we're doing, but we're doing it live. So I have invited groups like the Times, the Ebonies, the Ritchie family, who were Honey and the Bees out of Philadelphia. I have, we just had D.D. Sharp there, and the biggest night that we've had so far was the Blue Notes. They came down and just tore the place up. So we're doing the live broadcast along with my group, the Magnificent Seven. Hello, Magnificent Seven. How y'all doing?
Great.
Yeah, so they are like my panel.
Right.
We have this show every Friday night, but this is live at the Legend once a month. So every Friday night you can tune in and check us out. We've had Smokey Robinson's wife. We've had Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. We've had The Whispers. We've had Leon Huff. We've had some amazing people on this show. And we've been doing it. We've got, gosh, maybe about 175 shows.
How can they tune in?
Every Friday night you can go to, just go to AliHackettPresents.com.
Okay.
That gives you all of my information.
Gotcha.
Radio shows, TV shows, times, and everything. Ali, AliHackett Presents.com. I did that because you were right what you said earlier with our other guests, is that the folks our age and older are a little intimidated by the online situation.
Just send them one place.
Yeah.
So the one place you can figure it out.
And then one Ali Hackett Presents, you can see it all. You see
That's
it all.
perfect.
Yes.
But it's true.
Yes.
I know with my
Yes.
parents,
Yes.
I know with my family, my extended family, that
Yes.
they have a hard time sometimes navigating the internet or
Absolutely.
social media is
Absolutely.
always changing.
Right.
So sometimes you can't keep up with it.
Right.
So just a simple
Right.
Chef Ali Hackett.
Right.
It'll
Ali
pop right
Hackett
up.
Presents,
Honestly,
right.
I just Googled Chef Ali Hackett and YouTube,
up.
on YouTube,
Okay.
everything. You
Okay.
saw some, old videos.
I'm surprised
and
myself
some
when I
sizzle
look at that, see some
reels.
stuff on that.
I saw a sizzle reel.
Yeah, the sizzle
That
reel.
was a
That's
good
of the
one.
TV show.
That was
That's
good.
of the TV show.
Yeah, you
Thank
look
you.
the sizzle reel.
Yo, my
That was
God.
really, that was
Thank
really
you.
neat.
Thank
Boy,
you.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Really
Oh, it was
appreciate
my
it.
pleasure. My pleasure.
Can you
my
come
honor.
back?
I would love to.
Okay.
I would
All right.
love to come back.
All right.
I would love to.
But
Yes.
I want to open that up for you because
Yes.
we love what you're doing.
Thank you.
And these are the gentlemen that I grew up around.
Thank you.
In my early. I'm talking about 8 years old that I saw in the community.
But that's where the impression was made.
Yeah.
That's where because we had a different lifestyle
Yeah.
then. We listened to older folks because kids were seen and not heard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not that it's bad now, but anyway.
Cool. Thank you so much.
You're quite
Chef.
welcome. Is this my
Thank you.
camera?
Yeah, this
here?
your camera. You got
okay,
10
I
you
just
got
want
15
to make sure they
seconds.
got the good, make sure they got the good shot here.
Cool. Thanks for coming, Chef.
I appreciate it.
All
Thank
right.
you guys. You guys have been
Thank
wonderful.
you.
And you got a great show here.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, especially
All right.
coming from you. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. It's time to go.
Yes, another great show.
All right.
We had Eugene Young, Delaware State Housing Authority, here to give you some really valuable information. Make sure you look into that, especially that they're putting a pause on certain things, but they'll get it back and running again.
Yep.
So make sure you look up all that information. I believe it was decovidhousing.com, but just look up Delaware State Housing Authority and you'll be able to find out all that information about renters insurance and able to find more assistance with housing and renting. Also, thank you to Ollie Tansimore, radio host, here to introduce his scholarship program honoring his mom. So for students that want to entertain the medical field, they'll have some support. So definitely make sure you check the Etherine Tansimore scholarship program for that information on applying for that scholarship. And then last but not least, we had Chef Ali Hackett.
Yes.
We were so excited to have him on the show. Another great show honoring all these capeless heroes for National
I'm
Heroes
trying to tell
Day.
you.
Can I just plug one more?
Yeah, sure.
One of my Thursday night radio show, which I'm very, very proud of, is called Remember Then Radio. RememberThenRadio.com. Tune in. I guarantee you'll like the show.
Okay, all right. When can they tune in again?
RememberThenRadio.com.
All
Thursday
right.
night, 8 to 12.
There you
8
go.
p.m., 12 midnight.
There you go.
Thank you for letting me do that.
No, you got it
course,
anytime,
of course.
anytime. And thank you to our sponsors for allowing this to happen: Balance Strength and Fitness, Wi-Fi, internet service, and DART Transit. So you see those big buses. Tell them, just say thank you for supporting DETV. And we're getting out of here, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Yes,
All
have
right?
a great day. See you Wednesday.